Today's philosophy lexicon entry is philosophic contemplation, an idea associated with the 20th century British philosopher Bertrand Russell. Russell discusses philosophic contemplation in the second half of his short essay, The Value of Philosophy, and I urge you to read that full essay for more details. Philosophic contemplation, according to Russell, is a kind of impartial seeking the truth. It is seeking to know the truth of things and the reality of things without regard for our own particular benefit. Philosophic contemplation does not divide the world up into opposed camps of beneficial and harmful, or good and evil, or positive and negative. Instead, it takes things as they are, allows them to be what they are, and seeks to know them without imposing categories that come from the self on them. Russell discusses three types of benefits that will come from the practice of philosophic contemplation. And the first of these is an increase in freedom. There's a way in which practicing philosophic contemplation regularly makes us more free. It frees us, says Russell, from the tyranny of custom. It frees us from prejudice and dogmatism, and for a kind of petty concern for our own particular advantage. It frees us by enlarging our thoughts, says Russell, and by enlivening our sense of wonder at the world around us. A second type of benefit that comes from philosophic contemplation I would call a kind of personal greatness. This is an effect that comes from contemplating the world philosophically, but it is an indirect effect. We don't directly seek to make ourselves great. Instead, we seek to magnify and ennoble the objects of knowledge, the things that we contemplate, and then we, as their knowers, grow and become greater and more noble indirectly through the knowing. The third type of effect that comes from philosophic contemplation is a kind of impartiality that can bleed through to affect our life of action and our emotions. The same impartiality that leads to the drive to know the truth in philosophy can also, in the realm of action, give us a disinterested sense of justice. It can allow us to be just not to people who are beneficial to us or people who are like us or are attractive to us, but to everybody equally because that's what they deserve. There's a sense in which our emotions can become more universal and more humane through the effect of this philosophic contemplation upon ourselves. So that's my quick introduction to philosophic contemplation, as discussed by Bertrand Russell. Add it to your philosophy lexicon. Thanks for watching today. Goodbye.